Hello beautiful people, it's Deandra here. Welcome and welcome back. I've been gone and I bought stuff in between, and I'm coming to tell you that I broke a rule. But I don't really think I broke a rule. Why that is because when I gave you my bag rules, I told you there were some exceptions. And the rule is never buy the same bag twice. Unless it is a different size and a different color, or I have substantial evidence to prove why I can justify buying that. You know what I mean? If you guys don't remember this bag, this is the Dragon Diffusion large Santa Crochet in this beautiful brown color. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. This probably should have been in my exceeded expectations video. I don't know if I'm gonna call it that, or my current faves. But why I didn't is because I kind of wanted to explain it here. This bag has exceeded my expectations. For me, I always thought that woven leather was like a warm weather attribute to a bag to only wear during that, because I don't know, it just always gave me that kind of vibe. Unless it was suede woven leather. That's the only exception that can be worn in the wintertime for sure. However, I saw my bag in the wild during the wintertime, and this lady had it on with her wool coat and all that stuff. And I was just like, it looks so good. And I'm just like, why am I thinking I can't wear this in the wintertime? So I started wearing it. And I was like, oh my gosh, I love this bag. And then I just kept wearing it. And I think I even made a post that I just couldn't get out of that bag. I mean, I was interchanging into other bags as well. But I really love this bag. So I was just like, okay, I need a lighter version to this, or another color of this. And I was looking at lighter versions. This one came. This one was bought. I bought this off of Matches Fashion. I think I actually got this one off of Matches Fashion as well, if memory serves me correct. However, they made some changes. Now I do have these both currently stuffed. This one is stuffed with like wallet on chains and clutches and all that stuff. That's what has some of those in there. And this is just stuff with like styrofoam paper and all that stuff. First thing first, the biggest change is the bottom. This is how it was originally, and at first I didn't like it, but I grew to like it because it leaves it very flat and so forth. And I didn't like it as well as because it was different leather. This is a pebbled leather, while this one is more of a smoother leather. However, they decided to make that change on here, where you don't have that anymore. So it does look a lot more seamless. I do like that for sure. But when you're placing this on things, that stability that you were getting with the other one that has the flat base, the original design, it's not as sturdy. It is there, like it does the job. It'll prop itself up, no problem. But you can tell the difference in how it looks on here, and that's the only thing. Perhaps I'm just used to that one so much. I broke it in so many times and so forth like that. It's just so better. But yeah, that's one thing. Next thing is they have a new story patch. So this is the one that they have updated with, and this literally says Dragon Diffusion, this bag's made with the respect and hand weaving and leather craft tradition. We try to sustain this pure handcraft. Enjoy and travel with this bag. Then it goes and say, may God protect you. Handmade in India, 100% leather. I don't know why they use a lowercase g for God. I don't know. In this one, that was the first time I've ever read that patch in there. In this one, all they had was just 100% leather made in India. Sorry, you're seeing my wallet on chains and so forth in there. So that's another change that they did. They have an actual story patch, and it's really hard to see because it's kind of engraved in there, and it's not metallicized at all, or like put in metallics at all. But yeah, that's there, and you still have the St. Christopher medallion. medallion, sorry. Yes, Saint Christopher protect us. That's what it has in there. I'm not Catholic, and I think this is a Catholic saint. I don't know. Okay. So I did wear this for a few weeks, especially during the springtime, sorry, when I was wearing my trench coat and so forth, and it looks so gorgeous against it. This was a joy to carry, I'm not going to lie. I do miss the bottom part, but I do like the seamlessness of it. So the only thing I would say, do you see the corners? You don't get that on this one, at least not as prominent. Nope, I'm lying. I am lying. You do get it. So yeah, you get it just the same, but I don't know, it's just so flimsy. You know, like anything could just beat it up. With the other one, it was just flat, you know. So one thing I didn't notice, as you can see, the interior is the same color as the outside. This has been dyed, and you can see the different variations in inside, which I thoroughly love. The only thing about this not having a bottom is that I can see all those colors and shades in the bag when I'm going in there, which is really, really pretty. However, I did mention in my current faves, I don't know what I'm naming that video yet, so bear with me. I was using this in one of my bags, and this was the bag that I was mentioning where the particulates of it was getting onto the fabric part, and every other minute I'm going in, it's just covered in white stuff. And I realized it was pretty much, this is the raw leather of the bag, but I don't know if it's because it's dyed or anything like that. You're seeing the particulates of this kind of get attached to the Gucci wallet, and I personally didn't like that. Even when I was taking out the stuffing, I was seeing, like, it looks like dust, but it's not dust. It's like it's crumbling in the inside in a sense, but you don't see evidence of it until you put things that are fabric related in there. When I put something like this in there that's leather or something like that, or even my phone, you don't see it as much at all, to be honest. You see a little bit on the phone, but definitely on other SLGs that are just like completely leather, you do not see that at all. I don't see it on my keys or anything. So it's really more so fabric related. It's just, you know, like against like, it just attract. But yeah, so that's the only thing I would say. So long story short, do I like the updates? Yes, it's like a bittersweet moment. I did kind of want that, and I was expecting that in the first one, and I was a bit unhappy that it was flat, but I realized I actually really do like it. And when I noticed that they updated it, it does give more of a Bottega Veneta vibe for sure. So I do, and you know, that was the main reason why I got it. I can't afford Bottega prices, so yes. I do love this color. I thought it was going to be a little bit more like the cream behind me, but it has like a little bit of like a grayish olive color to it, if you can tell. I don't know if I put it behind here, do you see like it's a little bit more like slightly smidget darker, if that makes any sense. It's not a true cream. That's what I wanted it to be, a cream, but I'll write down the color that it was. I believe it was advertising to be either a cream or an off-white, okay? But it seems like it has a little bit of like a hint of gray or olive in there, because it does kind of have that hue at the end. But yes, I do love this new purchase. And honestly, with going back to my bag rules about not buying the same bag twice, with me having sufficient evidence with this bag that I would use it, it worked out, okay? It worked out because literally, lo and behold, I used it, you know what I mean? And I wasn't using it once. I can definitely count, I think it was more than all the fingers on my hands I've worn this bag alone since I've gotten it thus far. So the experiment with this or the trial run with this was sufficient enough. And honestly, I am kind of thinking of getting another one. Is that crazy? I saw a green one, of course it had to be green, that I was interested in. I don't know if I would get it in design, this silhouette rather, but I really do like this silhouette. Okay, I do. I can carry food and everything that I need else to bring and not die size down at all with these bags. So, and they're super light. They're easy to just fling around the shoulder. It's super comfortable to use for sure. An added benefit that I can use this all year round. I don't know if I would use this color particularly all year round, but at least the 3 seasons I can, because I can use this in the fall as well. I can see myself with like nice darker shades, and this is the accent. Yeah, this would work very nicely. So because of that, I was thinking of getting the same silhouette, but they do have an inverted shape, which I don't know how well that would work for me, and if that would feel as comfortable, like just the functionality in general. I don't know if that would feel as comfortable on the arm. What I feel as secure, because at least with this, I only have this a little bit amount of room over that somebody can possibly try to pickpocket, which is nothing, you know what I mean? Nobody can get into that. The other one where it's more inverted, where it's smaller at the bottom area and bigger and wider at the top, that's ample real estate for someone to stick their hand in, and I'm going on the train nowadays, so I don't know. So I'll keep you guys updated on that. But yes, these are the new additions, and yes, I got the same ones in a different color, same size, and honestly, this is an exception to a rule, but it worked out for me 100%. I hope you guys are doing well wherever you are, and I hope you guys are having a good one. Bye.